Today's class will be learning how to use the lettermark logo, which is with the use of abbreviations. So I want to create Ruby's touch, for example. I have my R and I'll be using T, R and T. So let me make a copy of this and then I'll change it to T. Okay. Why I did that was to have the same size with the R and the T. So I'll be choosing a nice font. Let's say I'm using this and this. I'll be using this. Now, if you notice, this highlight doesn't highlight all the T. What I'll do now is that I'll be giving it space and then I'll make it bold to fit in the R. Then you can just place this below here. Okay, just make sure it fits in case you want to join any letter together, make sure it fits in. Now I'll merge both of them together and then can place it at the center. Just place it at the center. Now I'll be adding the name. Ruby's touch. Since it's an abbreviation I used, the T also has to be in capital letter. Okay, so I will choose a font also. I'll use arm wrestler and then I'll place it at the center. You have to be careful with your positioning. Okay, so place it at the center. Now I'll be adding the description. So if it's a logo, you can save your work like this as transparent background and PNG when you fill the color, but you want to create a mockup, so I'll be adding other descriptions like this. The Instagram name. So let's say I'm giving this a font. You can just choose a nice but simple font, something like this. Now you can make this text align at the center here. Okay, then place it using the relative position button. Now place this here. Let me give this a font. Let's say I'm using the Amaranth regular. I'll reduce the size a little bit. Now I'll make 2 copies of this and edit them. So I want it to maintain the same size and the same font. Okay, now let me change this to the number. You can just place the number below here. Now to make this look more smarter, I'll be adding the WhatsApp logo and Facebook and the rest. Okay, so this is already in a transparent background. I'll go here now and cut out the Instagram logo, and then I'll change it to the size of my choice. Just place it here. Then what I'll do now is that I'm going to make two copies of this. Now instead of the Instagram logo, I'll go to crop and shift it to the Facebook logo. Okay, I'll bring this down here also. And I'll crop it and shift it to the WhatsApp logo. All right, so you can demarcate the WhatsApp text, sorry, the Facebook and the Instagram. You can just demarcate it using a dot or increase the size. Let me use the position button to move it. Okay, all right, you can use a line or a dot or something nice to demarcate it. Okay, so now what I'll be doing is that I'll be adding a gradient color. Okay, so to select the gradient color, click on the first here and select the color. Let's say I'm using blue, and then the second one, click on it and select the color and gold. Okay, you can change the proportion, the ratio, anyhow you want it. Click on OK. For the second one also, you can do the same. Click on gradient, click on this. You can change the proportion of how you want it, actually the position, something like this or this. Okay, anyhow you feel is going to be smart for you. Now after doing that, let's add a color to this, and then for this dot also I'll be giving it a color. Okay, so for the text I'm going to maintain the same color. Okay, let me shift this up a little bit. All right, so without wasting much of our time, if you notice now, the from here to here is equal, and from here to here is also equal. Okay, so you have to be careful with your positions and the rest. So I'm going to merge all icons together. Since we are done with our mockup design, I'll merge them together, then I'll give it a transparent background. Now use the position button to place it at the center. After doing that, you can save your work as PNG and diff and ultra. Okay, save to gallery. Now after doing that, we are going to be creating a mockup using photopea.com. Okay, make sure your data is on. Now this photopea is an online app, just like the way your Photoshop works. Okay, so you can be able to create mockup once you have the mockup file. So I'm going to select the mockup file from my gallery, click on File, click on Open. So let me quickly select the file. Okay, so this is it. It may take some time to load. After it loads, click on this, the main 3D glass. Forget about the preview. Okay, after it loads, click on this, we call it layer. Click on the layer. Now you can see this, your logo. Double tap on it and then hide this logo mockup preview. Okay, hide it clicking on that eye icon. Now you can then place your logo, your logo mockup. Click on Open and Place. Remember the first one we click on Open, but now click on Open and Place, and then import the mockup we just did just now. Okay, so since the you have placed it at the center, you can save your work like this, and you can also increase the size, but make sure that the height and the width are almost the same, because it's hard for you to make it the same, but make sure it's almost the same or even the same. So after doing that, make sure it's at the center. This line you see here is telling you that the mockup is at the center. Okay, so you go to File, click on Save as Smart Object, click on it. Now it may take some time for it to load. You wait. So Smart Object has been updated. Click on 3D glass now to see your work. Alright, you can see that our work is ready now. Click on File and Export Image. You can export it as PNG or JPEG. So I export it as PNG. Now click on Save. Click on Download. After it downloads, you can open it to view. So that's it for today. Thank you for staying tuned. I remain your humble Isaac Matt.